Hey everyone, I've been gone for a while, haven't done a review in quite some time, but I'm back and I've got a good one. This is Jake Gyllenhaal's new movie, Nightcrawler. Okay, so Nightcrawler follows Lou Bloom, who's played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Lou's a really creepy guy. Basically, he does whatever he needs to get money, whether that's stealing bits of fence and selling it to construction companies. He steals bikes and sells them to the bike shops and whatever. He'll do whatever he needs to get money, and he's always trying to get a job. And one night, he's driving on the highway and he sees a car crash. So naturally, he pulls over to have a look at it, and there's Bill Paxton with a camera filming it all. And well, basically Lou asks him, what are you doing? And he says, I'm filming for the news. And so this just introduces Lou to this world of filming and selling to news agencies for their morning shows and their breaking news segments. And Lou decides, hey, you know what, I might try and get on the bottom floor of this. And he does, and voila, we have our movie. So the first and most important thing to talk about with this movie is Jake Gyllenhaal's performance. He is fantastic. He's definitely going to be up there, nominated for the Oscar, and he's going to be a front runner to win, because his transformation is just, holy crap, he's thin, he's creepy. One of his first lines is he's talking to this security guard, catches him in a place he shouldn't be, and he says, I was under the opinion. And like, what? Under the opinion? No one speaks like that. And so right there in the script, they've got ways of showing you this guy is weird, and the second you see him, there's just something off, and you look at him and you're like, I don't trust you. And good for you, you should be thinking like that, because don't trust him. He is... Whew. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal blows it out of the park with this. He's... I'm not scared to admit, Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good-looking guy. He's a very attractive guy. But not in this movie. Holy crap, not in this movie. He is just... There's no other word for it. He's creepy, he's intense, he's insane. Speaking of intense, I loved Gone Girl, but Nightcrawler has probably got, for me, the most intense 10 to 15 minutes of the year. It's just perfectly filmed, perfectly acted, everything about the scene is just perfect, and my heart was stopping. I could barely breathe. It was just so full on. Not much of a storyline film. It's not very storyline driven. It's one of those dramas that kind of just plays out like life. It just happens. It just goes along. There's no real plot points to drive the narrative. It's really just like showing how messed up this guy Lou Bloom is. He doesn't care about human beings. It's so scary to watch. Like, there'll be dead bodies in front of him, and he's just filming them because it's his job. And that's one of the best lines from the movie. It's my job. He doesn't see them as human beings. They're not dead human beings. They're his job. They're the subject, and he just has to film them. And like, I've seen all the slashers and the serial killer movies and like American Psycho, but I can honestly say that Lou Bloom, Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie, is one of the worst human beings I've ever seen on the screen. It's just, when the movie ends, you're just gonna look at him and you're gonna be like, how can you do this? It's just, oh, the guy is nuts. But he's incredibly smart. He knows what he's doing, and that's the scariest thing about him. He's determined. He's basically the perfect worker. It's scary, but he is. He's the perfect worker. He's the most determined person I've ever seen in a movie. But yeah, he's got problems. But aside from Gyllenhaal's performance and the intensity of the movie, there's not much else I really loved about this movie. So those are the two pros, but they are very strong pros. I think you can expect to see Nightcrawler up for a few nominations at the Oscars. Definitely Best Actor. Possibly Best Screenplay. But it'll definitely be out there going at some of the awards. Overall, Nightcrawler, from me, is going to be an 8.2. Have you seen Nightcrawler? Did you like Gyllenhaal's performance? Were you ridiculously creeped out by it? Comment on YouTube, comment on Facebook, let us know. Like us on Facebook, Follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, you know the drill. And until next time, see ya.